Greetings and welcome, one and all. Hope all is well and in accordance with your highest, best good, will, and way, and being exciting in this manifesting energy. Let's hop straight in. I have been inspired to do a ancestor reading. So we're calling all divine guides, ascended masters, energetic forces, realms, beings, and vessels from dimensions, spaces, places, and times to relay what we need to know. What does the collective that will be tuning into this reading need to know right now? What is it that they are aware of and that they would like to share with us guidance about? Okay, so as always, take what words, terms, numbers, messages, signs, synchronicities that in your current energy you are connecting with or are called to connect with. Leave what does not. And if there's a particular situation, number, energy, thought, feeling that you are seeking guidance about or that you would like to inquire about that you have not sought guidance for yet, go ahead and jot that down. Physically write it down, stick it in a memo in your phone, text it to yourself, and pull it back up maybe during this reading or after this reading to see if you see any signs, symbols, or synchronicities to confirm that your guides are aware that you're looking for assistance, acknowledgement of a particular area of your life. Okay, here we go. Thank you so much for this opportunity. Thank you for what you have said. Thank you for what you were going to say. Please relay what you would like for the collective right now. And the request is also that you speak clearly and let us know if you would like who you are. Thank you so much for what you have said and for what you will choose to say. Thank you so much for what you have said and for what you will choose to say. So we have here 20 lost community, relationships, trust, and cooperation, potentially. But what came out is 8, observe. So analytical, revealing, and patience are the terms on this card. And we have here 13, isolation, deficient, avoidance, and shielding. And I'm going to take this energy out as well and put it in the center. So what have you been called to observe? Some things have been brought to your awareness. Aspects of life are being right now in the present moment brought to your attention to analyze. And they're coming to your attention for you to analyze because as you analyze, and what analyzing means in critical thinking skills is breaking a situation down, asking all of the questions. Who is involved? What happened? Where did it happen? When did it happen? How do I feel? Why do I think this situation has occurred? What am I supposed to learn from it? All those types of questions are what you're going to do in order to analyze what you're being told to observe. And it will be revealing to you a matter that is at hand and that is at present moment requiring your attention. That is what the divine guides are saying. Observe your life. Look at it, chart it, write it down, and then be patient. Sit with your awareness. Sit with the kindness in your heart towards yourself to grapple with, to grasp and grab an awareness of what you're being told to look at that might be difficult or that are comforting. Then we have here, observe potentially lost community. What sense of community have you felt like you've lost? What is it that you feel are relationships that you no longer have, that you have lost? What sense of community did those relationships create for you? Positive community, negative community, stagnant, still, status quo, plateauing relationships and sense of community? And how are you cooperating with the divine guides, with your nudges, with your intuition, to pay attention to the fact that lost community occurred for a reason? Everything happens for a reason. So you have lost this community due to choice actions on your part or choice actions on their part. And those relationships still need to be analyzed. Why you trusted this community, what types of trust did you place in this community, is what's going to be revealed to you. And then how did you cooperate with this community, and be patient with yourself to comprehend that there was a sense of patience. I'm also seeing here a 2x2, so there are two chairs sitting closely together, and there's a space on the other side of them, and then there are another two chairs. So potentially there are two people, two couples that were at the lead, and the others were around about observing. Why is that? Ask yourself if that's a sign of synchronicity for you. And we have here, the last card is 13, isolation, deficient, avoidance, and shielding. So what is it with this card, if this is your present energy, that you have chosen to isolate yourself from? What have you chosen to go out into the waters and be alone with? Where do you feel deficient, lacking? Is it beauty? Is it stamina? Is it courage? Is it endurance? Is it belief in self, like confidence? Is it balance? What is it do you feel is lacking? And what are you avoiding when you feel a sense of lack? Are you avoiding working on that goal? Are you avoiding reading that book or reading that page in that book? Are you avoiding having that conversation? There's something that you are, by choice, not paying attention to because of your realization of deficiencies. And it's providing this sense of shielding, but is it false sense of security that the shielding is providing, or is it actually, how do I say this, stewarding you into a shielding, isolated place for good reasons, that you need distance from this community that you have since lost? Now, these are the readings of these cards that I'm getting for you individually, but let's put them all together. You're being called with this number 8 card to observe a current situation in your life where you have lost a community. I'm hearing you have lost a church group. You left a church, a Bible study group. You left a community place of work, a state. And now you're feeling you're in this place of isolation. You're feeling as if you're self-isolating because you don't know anyone, and you don't want to make the mistakes of the past of recreating this false sense of trust, these relationships based on mutual cooperation that left you realizing that no one was really there for you. No one's in any of these chairs, not one chair. No one is actually there in this community. The community is lost, and you have observed that it's best for you, woman alone with a companion. Maybe you have a cat, maybe you have a dog, or 2 or 3. But you have opted that it's better for you to be out in nature, in water, in your home alone, though amongst others, than to be in a false sense of community. Thank you for relaying these guides. Is there more that you would like to say from the ancestral realm? Now I'm going to use this Kipper deck and see what potential roles with this Kipper deck would like to come out might be more revealing of this situation, this present energy for you. So take the time to observe your thoughts. Think about what you are thinking about. And once you realize what you're thinking about, analyze it. Ask yourself, what was I just thinking about? Why was I thinking about that? How did I feel? Who were in those thoughts? What is this revealing to me? And be patient with that process. If it's, you need to let them go. Have this lost sense of community with that person. Cool, trust that, cooperate with that. That the fact that that relationship is lost, and then isolate yourself, create that barrier, that distance, that sacred shielding, and don't be defiant of that process being what you're being called to do that is necessary. Or are you observing and analyzing patiently that you have lost the community? Have you pushed people away? Have you pushed relationships away, the opportunity to trust people away, the opportunity to cooperate with people away? And in this defiant place of pushing people away because you feel like there are deficiencies in your life, what are you avoiding by isolating yourself? What are you saying you need shielding from that this isolation is providing you? All right. Divine guides, thank you for what you have said. Please continue to reveal what it is that you would choose to reveal. Thank you so much for what you have said, and thank you for what you will say as far as building onto this narrative for the collective. Thank you for what you have said and for what you will say. Okay, here we are here. We have 1, the significant man, a partner, a person of interest. We have the protector and authority, which represents protection, authority, and integrity. We have 10, the travel, adventure, and distance card. We have 6, mature woman, wise dominion and kindness card. And we have 28, waiting, longing, and hope. So, what are you stating to us? We see automatically that there is a set of synchronicities out here. So we have 1 and 10, 2 ones. We now have 8 from observe and the 8 from the 28 of this waiting card. We have 2 2s, the 2 of 20 and the 2 of 28. Oh, there's another one, the 1 of 13. And we have A6 and we have A3. All right, energy reading guides, relay to me what it is that you want to say. I'm hearing that you wanted to observe a particular situation with a significant man, a partner, a person of interest, and you're being called to observe that relationship. Not only observe that relationship, but observe your relationship with your father or lack of your father, with your grandfather or a lack of a grandfather. And what do you think the presence of the particular personality trait of your father or your grandfather or even uncle or great grandfather, what has that personality presented to you, trained you that role of a protector or authority figure is? Is it oscillating? Is it ever changing? Are they doing multiple roles like cleaning and building and serving and relaxing and building? Are they in multiple positions or are they stagnant? They do the script that they have conditioned themselves to do. And by you observing who do you see as protectors in your life, if you have any? If you don't, or even if you do have protectors, what would you characterize a protector to be? Who are the male, because these two cards are male, who are the male authority figures in your life? And what does it mean for a male to have authority in your life? How would you feel comfortable with that? Observe your situation, but know that you are protected as you make these observations alone. You have authority and you have integrity, meaning you are willing to do the right thing when people are not looking, which means be patient, let go of this person if you need to, look at the authority that this potential partner could have, the seat and position that you might be putting them in. Are they going to protect you the way that you need and desire protecting? But analyze, is this person of interest, this potential partner or this actual current partner, a significant man? Okay. 1 + 8 is 9. Okay. Coming up on endings here. Then we have here in the middle, travel, adventure, and distance up under lost community. So it's a confirmation. You feel as if you have lost a community, lost a sense of community. You have let a set of people or places or things go. Now it's time for you to get out there and travel. Go out on an adventure. Go at a distance away from. I'm hearing not just the town over or the county over, go a state over, go far away, get out of the area completely. And this woman, continuing off of these two feminine figures up here, she's traveling with a companion. This companion might not be this man. This companion could be someone different. It could be him as a result of making those observations, analyzing these relationships, noticing what is revealed to you, and then having healthy conversations with the people involved about where you are coming from, what you have seen, what your desires are, what your expectations are, and having that conversation, asking the other person. And it's very important and it's keen here to pay attention to. Everything is not revealed at once. It's layer by layer. This is what I grew up with. What did you grow up with? Give them time to expel it. Don't cut them off. I have a set of desires for what I would like to see. What is it that you desire though first, so that I'm fair in giving you the opportunity to say what it is? And as a woman having these conversations, it's important for you to not reveal what it is that you're looking for, so that the other person doesn't then, in their part of the conversation, provide confirmation bias, saying some of the things that they heard you say, that they have done, that they saw, that they're willing to do, just to get you for the benefits of whatever they want your trust to be able to provide for them. Let them, especially the male, talk first. This is how I saw protection. This is how I didn't see protection done. This is how I see authority. This is all the ways that I am aware that authority is to be done. And hopefully they'd be willing to ask, now, what is it for you? What is it that you saw that you desire in that? And when you're answering, females, this is not a time to say, well, you check off that box. You said you saw that. You did that. Have a mature conversation, especially if you're going to be going away with someone. But we have the 20 and then the 10. So 10 is double 20. It was right for you to lose all these people, because the partnership that you have chosen to go the distance with, to go on adventures with, to travel with, it is worth it. Though it seems like you are with less than the 20, you actually have more, because you have built on the foundation of making observations, analyzing, and then revealing, having that conversation patiently with this male figure. For some of you in the present energy with this 6 and 28, and again, here's in partially a synchronicity, because 8 minus 2 is 6. So we potentially have 2 6s out here, and then we have a 13. You are a kind woman. You are in your wise dominion. You are a mature woman. And we see here the difference. This is a significant man and a mature woman. That is why this conversation is necessary, because you are mature. You are aware of how you have been conditioned to desire a partner to be, juxtaposed against what you actually feel you need and desire and want and are willing to work for. You're aware of social contracts, that you are growing, that you are changing, irregardless of the ways that you're very consistent and want to stay the same way in certain areas, like with your kindness. And with that, in this present energy, some of you are aware that at the end, if this person you choose to be with becomes a confirmation bias individual, and you travel with them and you realize who they are, and you come to the position later on, which is perfectly fine to do, that you're trusting your gut is better for you to observe and analyze where y'all now are versus where you were in the beginning. It's better to call this a loss. That you might end up being the mature woman who is waiting. And it also says here, unfortunately, longing and hope, aware that this did not work out. You're longing. And we say it didn't work out because there's a male figure here that is walking along a path. It is not clear if he is walking away. It is not clear if he is walking toward. And she does have a telescope in her hand, as if, are you looking to see, not that you notice the figure, but what direction is the figure walking in? So the right one could be coming in, could be leaving. But time is of the essence to make these observations so that in isolation you can grow. All right, here I'm hearing, let's have one final confirmation message, and I love these. These are Aboriginal dream cards. And some of us know who the Aborigines are. They are the original melanated people of Australia. And this middle deck of cards here is a Kipper deck of Haiti, meaning many of us have heard the term as Haiti. It's a Haitian Kipper deck. And at the top is the unspoken ancestral wise dominion oracle deck. All right, here we go, with the emphasis, of course, on melanated beings experience. So let's cut the deck and take our top card here. Forgiveness. Trusting yourself is often harder than trusting others. Don't worry if you get this wrong. The consequences will not be as bad as you think. So go through this experience. Make these observations. Let go of what you need to let go of. Whole groups of people, whole chats, whole text groups, whole everything. Let go and go into isolation. Look at, in particularly, what the ancestral guides have said through the Kipper deck, male relationships to let go of. Acknowledge your priorities, your principles, your values, the morals that you were raised with. And do you think that those are right? And where do you think specifically that they are wrong, that there are deficits, that there are gaps, in particular for the person that they're supposed to be protecting or providing for? And how do you see males in positions of authority? Though they might be good at navigating ships and storms, are they the right type of protector, authority figure with the right type of integrity to be in your life? Look at whoever this significant partner, male person of interest is that is presently in your life and that comes up next. Go learn with them, travel with them. However, if you find that you are truly a mature woman with wise dominion in your grasp, like this book, and you are kind, and that it is better to let this person go, know that there might be a potential time period of longing and hope and waiting. Forgive yourself for potentially not have been as honest with yourself going through this process the first time as you will the second time. Like attracts like in relationships, and opposites also attract. Which are you bringing in? Forgive yourself for the past wrongs. And I'm not saying forgive the other person. Forgive. For whom are you giving? You are giving yourself the right to acknowledge that you made wrong choices by not pausing patiently and observing and analyzing those relationships and the relationship dynamics. And if you don't comprehend what a relationship dynamic is, you can get on Google. I know ChatGPT is free. There are tons of websites, free seminars, but the simplest one I can think of right now is download ChatGPT, which is free. Ask it, what are relationship dynamics? What are things to look for? And tell it, keep it short, sweet, and simple. Just give me a term or a phrase and a brief definition in easy to comprehend language and terms. And look through that. And when you look through that list, that's what you can juxtapose this significant partner that is in your life or anyone who is coming into your life with. It's just a ground rule observation to make in order to not need to continuously forgive yourself for picking the wrong person, for always watching someone and wondering if they're walking away or coming to you, or is this a time for you to wait, or is this a time for you to have hope that they are drawing nearer to you? So thank you so much for tuning into this reading. All best wishes and have a good one.